Hi, good morning. It's 4:11 a.m. Wednesday, May 7, 2025. Out in the morning where I am. I'm ShanteyJ. Good morning. I was watching something. No, I wasn't watching TV until TV went on this time. I've been up since, I went to sleep early, around 6 or 7. So I was up around 11, 12. I did my exercises. I did my calf raises. I did my calf raises. I did my toe taps. I did my side steps. I did in boot camp, we call them fire hydrants. Anyway, child, I got up this morning, I did my exercises like I'm supposed to. You know what? So anyway, so I'm going to start over. What is it? 4:09 a.m. 4:12 a.m. Wednesday, May 7th, 2025, out in the world where I am. What I've been doing this morning, exercising and watching YouTube. What else? Watching YouTube. So I'm watching the vlog because one of my favorite YouTubers, she uploaded a new vlog, so I'm watching the vlog. And then after that, I'm really into like true crime TV shows lately. So I watch a lot of that. Monica has one, Remy Ma has one. Speaking of which, it's about fake news. They talk about fake news. Oh, it is such a thing. Oh, it really is. It really is. Somebody said, I saw something. I was scrolling on YouTube. They said Papoose was upset because something happened to Remy Ma. Because, child, you feel the same way about me, but I don't trust everything I see on the internet. I just don't. You know what? Especially nowadays. I'm like, really? I hope she's okay. But anyway, so after the vlog, I'm scrolling. So she has a true crime series. Monica has a true crime series. Other than that, I'm like back in the day, Dateline. I'm still watching that 48 Hours. I'm still watching that. I never really have been into that first 48 or anything like that. But anyway, so moving along. So I found this other TV show I've been watching lately. So I'm scrolling out to my vlog went off on my favorite. I was watching a vlog on my favorite YouTubers. Went off, and I'm watching, and they I can't tell you what they're talking about. The jury selection for the Diddy trial. I'm like, hey, can they really find an unbiased person? Because my first exact talk. Who the hell is on this jury? I'd be curious as to who is on this jury and where the hell they find these people at. Because they're going to want to start talking back in the day. Oh my God, Death Row and Bad Boy. Now Bad Boy Entertainment. And the thing going on with Tupac and Biggie back in the day. They were friends and then they went. Supposedly, something up Tupac. Something might have happened between Tupac and Biggie Smalls where Faith Evans. Who the hell don't know stuff like this already? Where the hell did they find these people? They said, well, you've been up under a rock. They hadn't been up under a rock would have been enough of these people. Because how the hell, who are they going to find that can go in there that have no idea who Sean Combs is, that has no idea about the history, that what was going on between West and East, and thing was going on with the Bad Boy, Bad Boy Entertainment, Death Row Entertainment. Who the hell don't know nothing about that? Who don't know about Biggie Smalls? And who hasn't seen the 101 documentaries and docuseries and movies about supposedly what happened to because around the same time here, Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. Who don't know about stuff like that already? Who haven't seen movies? Never mind the fact, some man, I'm watching because I was on the show only been on a couple of minutes. They got some man on there, bless his soul. Did he confess? He confessed, right, something like that. But he didn't show up in the courtroom by himself, shackled. He showed up in the courtroom with like 4 or 5 other people behind him. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not putting this on YouTube so I can say whatever I want to say. Now, I'm like, what the fuck? And then that's bless his soul, as much as I love his show, because I get bored fast. I had a short attention span. So as much as I like his show, child, I'm like, hold up. Who the hell did they put on this jury? And where the hell they find these people at? Are you really going to go out and find, how many people put on the jury? 12 impartial people that they know nothing whatsoever about the history, history of Bad Boy and Death Row. You know what? About the West and East and the Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Never mind the fact how many people. That was a lot of speculation. But there was a lot of speculation. But you didn't charge him with it. How many people? You had 20-something years, almost 30 something years to say this man did. And now you have somebody else in custody with 4 or 5 other people walking behind him in the courtroom. for the same damn thing you're trying to say he did amongst sex trafficking, racketeering, and then on the list, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I've been hearing that. Next thing you get with Sean Combs, they're going out there and watch sex trafficking and racketeering. You know what? But then somebody went off and did their research, and I pay attention. I do have short attention span, but once you have my attention, you got it. I'm looking at the court documents because they got them all on the screen. And at the bottom of the list, something like that, they say they want to charge him with the death of Tupac Shakur. I'm like, what? How the hell are they going to do that all these years later? Now that we done seen all the documentaries and then want to watch the movies, I'm like, well, maybe. I didn't take it that seriously. And so now I'm listening to people talk about jury selection, and people are sending out their representatives because I'm guessing that the trial is public. Thank God for that. It could have been a closed courtroom. So I'm like, how the hell? Are they really going to be able to find 12 impartial people that have no idea about the history of hip hop at all? Nothing whatsoever about Death Row and Bad Boy. Nothing whatsoever about Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. Hadn't seen like one docuseries, not one movie, no nothing. Because the movie's about both of them, And I don't think it might have said, in one documentary it says somebody said that he might pay someone. They can prove. They can prove though. I ain't seen no check show up there like that. But I did see something like that. And meanwhile, there's this older gentleman, bless his heart. They say he messed around and he talked. He talked himself right into jail. He did. Because you know what? He confessed. Now, it's early in the morning, and I slept. I went to sleep early yesterday, maybe so I could be up, and I'd be up early. That's the reason for it's not going on where I am. So I got up, and I'm doing my exercises. I'll take care of myself just fine. I'm doing my exercises, child. And then next thing I know, I'm like, this is vlog. I wrote a vlog 6 hours ago. I'm one of those people. Child, so I'm watching. You know what? I'm watching. And then, when it goes off, and then... So I'm watching this, it's just a true crime TV show. And the first couple of minutes I'm watching, and then next thing they talk about jury selection. A lot of people are talking about jury selection. For Sean Combs, sex trafficking, racketeering. But you notice that they say sex trafficking and racketeering. But how many people knew that they knew, really, genuinely? Or how many people have you heard talk about them going after him, Sean Combs, that they were pursuing him for the murder of Tupac Shakur? Because I didn't hear that at first. I really didn't. I hadn't heard about it. That's why when I finally heard somebody talk about it, I was like, what the hell are they talking about? All I'm hearing is sex trafficking, racketeering, and then people are watching all the true crime TV shows. So ever since I've been watching Power and stuff like that, I'm hearing the word RICO a lot. And the thing is, bad is that I know what a RICO case is. Because I've seen too many episodes of damn Power. Right? And so, see, that's the thing. I know I'm starting hearing those words in everyday life. So it's not just sex trafficking and racketeering, prostitutes. He had prostitute on payroll. But then I was saying, because I said I wasn't going to say anything. But then I heard somebody, because I was watching a true crime, a podcast yesterday. No, I'm not about supporting black businesses, because this man may be of a certain complexion doesn't mean that's what he may or may not identify as. I was scrolling on YouTube, this young man got my attention. So I was watching for a little bit. Now I understand, because to me, I got someone that's been around so long, and I've been in documentaries so long, and then just been a fan of the entertainment industry. And various types of music for so long, and I love a docu-series, movies I've seen, so I know more. So when I'm listening to these people talk, and they talk about, I'm like, child, please, can you say something new? It ain't nothing new, because all this shit happened like 20, 30 years ago. So I guess, everybody isn't as in the know as me or as the people, on these podcasts and things like that. So you kind of have to, go back and get a recap, something like that, So I'm like, but Meanwhile, so I'm watching this stuff and I'm seeing them tell the same thing that I know about. Can we say something new? So meanwhile, and then we talk about the jury selection. How the hell are they going to find 12 people out in the world that don't know nothing? Because you know how many docuseries? It's one of those things about Where's Luigi? You know what? He was right around and then he wasn't, right? And then he showed up in New York. If he wasn't famous when he went to New York, he damn sure was famous when he left. You know what? Famous enough that people in some small town part of the United States knew who he was. What could they saw his blood bless his heart on the news, right? So meanwhile, how many documentaries and docuseries and podcasts and Diddy parts 1 through 5 has people created and people seen and heard something about it, and the year plus that he's been incarcerated, since they raided his home. So with all of that going on, I really we're going to be able to find people, 12 impartial people, because I don't care how impartial they claim they are. They've seen something or they've heard something. You know what? And then meanwhile, yesterday something that got my attention. Somebody was talking. He's talking about things that he had done to people that on his record label, Bad Boy Records, now referred to as Bad Boy Entertainment. They talk about, but from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going back and double check. But that Sean Combs, we don't call him Sean Combs. You know what? Because some people might claim they don't know Diddy, or they don't know Puffy, they don't know Puff Daddy, or Brother Love. But they definitely know what Sean Combs is. You say you never heard him, you're a goddamn lie. You don't watch news, you don't watch nothing. You know what? You've been not on the rock, you've been somewhere else, because that's what it's going to take to find these 12 impartial jurors. You know what? So meanwhile, I'm watching and somebody talking about how wrong he did to people, on his label. But if I'm not mistaken, within the last 2 or 3 years, some years, then Sean Combs, I think the owner, whatever, CEO of Bad Boy Records, now referred to as Bad Boy Entertainment, give a lot of the rights back to his artists, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm ShanteyJ. Good morning.